dagger shadow, and he uses Spectral Throw in order to do cast on crit. And we'll load it up and show you what I mean. And then I'll just go over a little bit of what I'm doing with the character. I wanted to do this really quick because a lot of the gear on it's being switched between me and a friend. Right now, ideally you'd want multi-strike in here for his double strike. We'll just not worry about that right now. You can see what I mean. But as you can see, as he gets power charges, he ends up being pretty effective. I mean, he's a little over-leveled for this zone. Keep that in mind. But I mean, I could do a higher level zone. I've done maps with them too. I need to put my clarity on. Where is his clarity? Sorry. Put the clarity on, which is in here. And put reduce mana on it. That's fine. And then put that on. I need more mana, which I don't have mana pots right now. So we'll wait until mana comes. Alright. Now this should be fine. Alright. So yeah, as you can see, he's pretty effective. He freezes things quite well. He kills things pretty fast. The only problem is he relies on crits a lot of the time. He can lag out parties really well if their computers aren't as well suited for Path of Exile. It might be a little bit of a problem. Alright, just giving you an idea of what he can do. I'll go back to town. He isn't fully equipped right now either. An extra ring and an amulet would help a lot. But I just kind of wanted to give you a gist of what he does. This is what his tree looks like. As with any character that's going to be using a dagger, you always have to make sure to come all the way up here, grab these nodes. These nodes give you a 120% crit chance, which is huge. This node gives a 60% increased critical strike chance with spells, which is also huge. He's a life-based character, so you want to make sure to get a bunch of life. I can actually show you how much life he has. I have him inside my tree thing. So yeah, he gets a bunch of life. He has these crit strike chance and damage rings. And the thing that's nice about him is he uses Conduit to give the party extra power charges, and he also uses Equilibrium. The reason why he uses Equilibrium is because he uses lightning damage on his dagger, so when Spectral Throw hits, the lightning damage hits them once, and then once the spell goes off, it does cold damage. And their resists to cold damage are negative because of the Equilibrium, and then it goes back to being resistant to cold, and then it gets hit by lightning again, it procs again, you get the idea. And it actually works really well. And it does work, because I did notice right when I put it into my tree, things were dying faster. So it's something to think about. I did this right when I was starting out, basically. This is like the first character I was going to try to make successfully. He did fine. The only problem I have with this character, personally, is how locked he is to his chest piece. You need a Voll's Protector in order to make it work with Cold Snap, and I wanted Cold Snap, so that's why I have a Voll's Protector. If you wanted to do a different spell, you don't have to use Voll's Protector. Voll's Protector is just really nice for Cold Snap, but it pretty much locks your shield. And then I also have a 5-link gloves and a 5-link chest piece. The chest piece is supposed to be for the double strike with multi-strike, but since I don't have that linked, it's not really a good idea to even show you that part. But he can melee too. And really all you're looking for a dagger is you're not really looking for something with absurd physical damage or anything. You just want something with a decent crit strike chance and attack speed. And then this also has a little bit of spell damage on it, which is nice. So, I mean, it's just something to think about. And then you just want a shield with a pretty good armor base. And then, if I had the sockets, like, his gear's kind of messed up right now. But you want to run Determination with the Clarity and Reduced Mana. And then, I don't know, he's a pretty fun build. and I've killed quite a bit of everything with him. And the reason why I like Cold Snap with it is because Cold Snap is not affected by greater multiple projectiles. Because Cold Snap is a cold spell AoE, has no projectile in it. So that means it's not affected by the 50% less projectile damage. So this actually ends up not being, you know, affected by greater multiple projectiles, but then you can still spread it as much as you want. So that's a big thing. And then I have added chaos damage. You could probably, instead of added chaos, you could try concentrated effect. I've been leveling a concentrated effect. It would, they both work. It's just something you'd have to test. And then I have both of them leveling because added chaos would be really good against mobs that have a lot of energy shield. So it's something to think about. Other than that, yeah, you're just looking for a dagger with really fast attack speed, crit strike chance, and then Voll's Protector. If you don't use Voll's Protector, you're going to want to use a Power Strike and Critical gem, and you want it to be 20%, and then you have to have a 5-link. And other than that, that's pretty much all you have to do with the character. And what you'd really want to focus on with this character is attack speed, crit strike chance, and spell damage. That's pretty much it. So, and crit damage, of course. And we get crit damage in the tree. And eventually I planned on getting maybe this crit damage ring, but I don't know. We'll see when we get there. He's kind of struggling a little bit on health. I mean, we get a decent amount of health. I was going to try to go Eldritch Battery, but because he's already trying to do too much, I didn't end up getting that either. But yeah, anyways, that's my guide for my Spectral Throw Dagger Shadow with Cast on Crit Cold Snap. But yeah, thank you for watching.